I love the statement of the prophet Lehi, which was given to his goodly wife in 1 Nephi chapter 5. He said this to his wife, "I know that I am a visionary man, for if I had not seen the things of God in a vision, I should not have known the goodness of God, but had tarried at Jerusalem and had perished with my brethren." The prophet Lehi had many dreams and visions. We don't have a record of all those things that he saw and heard and felt and knew, but we know that he had visions. He was a visionary man, and in a good way. He was inspired of the Lord. He was a dreamer like Daniel, like Joseph, both Joseph in Egypt and Joseph the prophet. He was a man who was inspired by revelation, by insight from heaven. And this idea that if he had not received those visions from the Lord, he wouldn't have known the plans and the purposes of God. He wouldn't have known that he needed to leave Jerusalem, that he needed to take his family and go into the wilderness. He needed that divine guidance and revelation. He wouldn't have known otherwise what the Lord was planning to do, and he would have perished. But he didn't perish. He heard the voice of the Lord. He saw the dreams. He saw the visions. He received the knowledge and the understanding that God was trying to give him. And so as I reflect on this, I think this is a common theme in the scriptures: dreams and revelations and visions. And they have not ceased in our day. They still happen. They still occur. And not all of us will experience visions and dreams all the time, or even very deep spiritual dreams and visions. But we are a visionary people. And the Latter-day Saints, Covenant Israel, dream dreams and have visions, both old and young. And we are so blessed to have those visions. And I'm struck by this idea: have we caught the vision of our life? Have we caught the vision of God's plans and purposes? Have we caught the vision of who we are and whose we are? Do we know what our lives are for? Do we know our purposes? Do we know what we're here for? Do we know what we can achieve? Do we know what we were foreordained to accomplish? Do we have a vision for our lives, a sense of the things that God would have us do, the ways he would have us serve, the commandments he wants us to keep, the people he wants us to bless, the places he wants us to go? None of us are going to have all these things in detail before us all of the time. It's going to be revealed line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little and there a little, as we serve, as we exercise faith, as we grow and mature, as we experiment upon the word. We will catch a greater vision of who we are and what our purpose in this life is. It's so important that we have a divine vision in the sense of revelation and knowledge. We may not see something wonderful and glorious like Lehi did, or like Nephi or Joseph Smith, but we may. And even if we don't receive those great and marvelous visions, we will receive guidance. We will receive knowledge. We will receive the whisperings of the Spirit. We'll be given promptings and proddings and encouragements. We'll be given nudges and enthusiasm to do certain things. We'll be encouraged to exercise our gifts, to develop our talents, to serve in a way that is beneficial by using our personality, our temperament, our characteristics, our inclinations, our passions. We will be blessed to catch the vision of our lives, to have a vision of what God wants to accomplish through us, both in this life and in the world to come. It's my testimony that the house of Israel is a house of covenant. We are a covenant people, a visionary people, a people who see dreams, who have visions, who receive revelation, who gain knowledge. And so we can ask ourselves, have we inquired of the Lord? Have we received the vision of what he wants us to do? Have we caught the vision of our lives. And I know as we do that, we will be greatly and richly and eternally blessed.